potentially has. Because some of the which ones are they? It's I want to say it's the critical hit ones. Yeah, some of the critical hit ones, they're I would have never found them had I not gone to the Discord and been like, does anybody know like where to get like Oniri or whatever? So it was kind of it was definitely a wake up call, and I was like, all right, well, I might as well get like every plugin I can find. And someone had like an old website or whatever that was curated and had them all. I gotta remember I have one leader that's gonna be unconcealed. So I gotta get 2 extra counters. There. It doesn't, the sad part is like it doesn't even really matter like how I set, there's nothing to like set up differently with these guys. It's literally just like, yep, these guys they will all go down the exact same road. And we'll just have this guy. Cool. And just so I can remind myself, so Soviets win if there are no good order at game end. So anytime before, it doesn't matter. There are thankfully no limits or no we don't have to worry about CVP limits on either side. I'll just take that. And you can only be on full hexes. Oh, 2 things I forgot. Sniper. Sniper pure. Some reason. Sniper and ELR 2. That sucks.
What's my sniper number in ELR, if you don't mind?
3 and 3. I think I put it in the info, did I? Nope. Sick. Let's change that. 2 and 2.
And a turn counter.
Yeah, that was the only other thing I was missing. Other.
Okay, have to put this in concealment terrain.
No, sniper can be anywhere. I don't think it has to be concealment terrain. I could double check, but I always feel it's not the case.
I mean, if you're fine with it, then I'm gonna drop it there.
Yeah, that should be fine. Russian versus Polish. There. And lastly, yeah, I might as well check. I think the only limitation is you can't put a sniper in an occupied hex, if I remember correctly. And now that I think about it, I think it's specifically so that you can't do something where you shoot at the sniper immediately, like when you try to eliminate a sniper. Yep, just unoccupied hex. Cool. Alright. Dig off moves. We'll do weather. No change. It's being picked up. All right. Well, without further ado, let's get this ball rolling. First group comes on, and they will CX. So the way that off-board works is that it's a mirror of the opposite map. So they're all technically stacked at what would presumably be Y0 or whatever other board. So it's still a road. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they have to continue on the road depiction. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and then they get 1 for bonus road movement.
I think I can see you.
Do you want to LS check it? I guess technically you'd see it, yeah, from that guy. I was looking at there.
Yeah, no, those guys have a straight shot on it, and it's only 4 hindrances, so. Oh my god, the Vassal is so much more fun when the fucking LOS works.
Yeah, when the boards, when they're not custom boards that nobody plays on. Like
even overlays. Overlays are the main culprit, to be honest.
That's true. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that they haven't figured out a way to check for it, because it doesn't feel like it's that complicated.
Yeah, I have a feeling that the underlying map / LOS implementation is just ridiculously complex. Like that's how I think it was poorly architected back way in the day, and they just had the wherewithal to do it. Like it's all done now, so no one wants to like
touch it up again,
change it, and have to redo everything. Kind of thing. Anyway, so yeah, I can see those guys when they come through Y6 or Y5. Sorry.
Okay. Next group also declares CX. They will also come down the road. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. They'll lose concealment. And they'll stop there.
I will fire it at you. Should fire 3 speed, but we'll stick with that.
Okay.
How else am I going to break my medium machine gun?
So that's what was the range on that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like 9. So you're good. So it's 4 up 4 up 3 because it's not open ground.
Is the road not considered open ground?
No. It's because of the hindrance.
IIFT again? Does that work for you?
Yeah, sure. I actually kind of don't mind the IIFT whatsoever.
I don't really get the pushback on it. I mean, it's essentially just the same as the other one. It's just it's got more columns.
Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe CTC isn't explained anywhere, so it's such an alien concept. Maybe that's one hiccup for people, but other than that, I actually really enjoy the fact that it gives me a reason to use, if you had a 3 firepower MMG, which or an LMG, for example, the Germans get a 3.8. It's if you just shoot the LMG, you always lose a firepower, which kind of sucks.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's not going to matter quite as much once we kind of get into the mid-war and later, where firepower start getting up pretty high. But yeah, for particularly the stuff we're doing, I mean, 1 firepower, it's yeah, why bother? Why,
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. 6 on 4 is a normal. 7 on 4. Pin test check.
7. It's a +3.
Oh, duh. Never mind. No.
And no residual, because the hindrance. Lastly, the final group off board also goes CX. They go Y1, X1, etc. until they get to X4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How did I not count that right? Oh, right, because the bonus movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and.
I have a dumb question.
Sure.
Do you get extra movement factors for moving out of an overstacked hex, or only moving into it?
Only moving into it. But we'll double check just in case, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, I know there's a penalty one way or the other, but I can't remember which way it is.
Entrance of location of overstacked, or of a location overstacked by personnel. Even if overstacked only due to the moving units, cost 1 additional movement factor. Yeah, it's only moving in, which like makes sense, but I'm also a little surprised by that. I can see how you'd, be kind of like pushing your way out of other people to move.
Yeah, kind of keeping yourself, whatever. So yeah, no, yeah, I knew it was one way or the other, but I couldn't remember which way the penalty went.
So that was 7. Technically I can't move that anyways. Right. Defensive fire phase. Advanced fire phase, none. Route phase, none. Advanced phase. The stack in Z5 is going to jump the hedge into the grain. And then both groups, X4 goes to X5, Y5 to Y6.
Hold on one second. I have to go say goodnight to my kids. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I'm actually going to change one thing. It's just one unit will go to Y5 instead.
That's
with this guy. Can this guy see there? No? Okay. Alright, well, let's tidy this up anyways. That's the advances. There's no CC. So we'll go to this. Flip that. This is probably going to be a real fast one. I guess I should plug a couple things. To anybody watching, thanks. Secondly, if you haven't already, give the YouTube channel a check in case you've missed any of the content. All the videos get posted there directly. There's a little bit of delay on when I release them, but videos will always go over there regardless. Additionally, if you have the time or capacity for it, there is a thread on Something Awful. You can find the link in the channels page. So if anybody wants to see some of the short form after action reports for the missions that we've been going through, you can check there, as well as voting on any of the cool thread stuff that goes on. Yeah, no worries. There was no that was all my advances, and there was no CC, so I just moved it to your turn.
Cool, no problem. No weather change. No rallies, I believe. Looks like that.
Nope. Oh, Oh shit. Sorry, I forgot to clone CX on that guy.
Okay. Does concealment loss apply if you're advancing in non-concealment terrain?
It takes the same rules as interdiction and in the morale thing. Essentially, how it works is if hindrance would apply, you can advance even in open ground because it's not considered open ground at the time.
Okay. I have no prep fire.
That I'm kind of surprised.
What?
I'm just a little surprised that there's no prep.
Yeah, you know what? Let me back that up 1 second. I'm sorry. So yeah, the machine gun will fire again. We'll fire at this unit here.
All right, that's what I was confused about.
Yeah, sorry, I just
No worries.
All right, so it looks like range 9, 3 hindrances.
Yeah, so it'll still be. It's just like the. It's almost like the last. Well, it's exactly like the last shot. 403. We wondered how quickly it would happen, and lo. This is one of those things that like one day I'll like climb Mount Kilimanjaro with a 5 pp Russian MMG counter in my pocket, and then I will light it on fire as a sacrifice.
No, I think everybody else is still out of range at this point, so no more prep fire. Movement phase. Assault movement.
Okay.
This is normal movement, but I believe I am blocked LS-wise from all of your guys. So 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire.
You know what? In solidarity of yours, the leader's just there to prevent cowering. And they're going to shoot. It's going to be a 4. Actually, I can't do anything out of it. That sucks. Because it's +7 total. Could I get... Oh, I don't cower for... No. Roll for it anyways. Otherwise, no shots.
Nothing in advanced fire. No routing. Advanced phase. Actually, I'm going to change that. I'm going to advance here.
Okay.
see. And over to you.
No change. There. No rallies need to be done. Prep fire. Not gonna prep fire.
Oh, correct rally phase, please. I need to roll for my machine gun.
Oh yeah, you can just do it. We don't have to go back or reset it.
Okay. Yeah, no, I just wanted to get that in before.
Yeah, that's just me being too fast. My bad.
No worries.
All right. It's movement phase, so all the CX counters come off. The squad with the MMG and the leader with him are going to normal move to Z5.
Okay.
2 into Z6.
Okay.
3 into Z7. And 5 into Z8.
All right.
Stacking AA6 goes to BB6 for 1.5.
Okay.
3.
Uh-huh.
4.5.
Yep.
6.
Okay.
One unit in X5 goes to X6. That's a normal move, so if anybody is real and wants to reveal, they may do so. If not, they'll continue to X7 for 3. 3.5, yeah, 3. Alright. 337. And then goes to Y8 for 4. If there's no shot, gonna have another squad do the same thing.
Okay.
And then last squad will go to X7.
All right.
In Y6, one squad is going to go into Z6 for 1. Continue.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Into Z7 for 2, and then goes into Z8 for 4. And then the rest of the stack goes to Y7 for 1.5. Into X7 for 3. And then X8 for 5.
Okay.
And that's it for moves.
This unit will fire squad here.
Okay. So it's a 3 up 1.
Yep. So down 1 column. So it's a 2. That's nothing. I think that's it for now.
All right. Advanced fire phase. I don't have the same crappy limitations, which is nice. I'll do Z8 against BB1.
Okay.
So that is 2, 3, 4. So they're halved twice. So that's 1.5 from the squads, plus a 2 from the MMG. So 3.5 up 2. That's shouldn't be anything. 8 on 3.5. No. CC9 will shoot at same target. So that'll be a 4.5. Yeah, 4.5 up 2. Also nothing. And that's it. No routes. Advance. The stack in C9 will go... might as well. They'll go to DD9. X8 will move to X9. X7 will go to W8. The medium machine gun will go into Z9. And then Y8 will split between X8 and Z8. Whatever. No CC. Polish turn 2. Ah, damn.
No weather change. The only thing I have to do is this, which we do not repair. I don't think you've got anything on your side.
No.
These guys will try and light the grain on fire.
All right.
So I need to pass a task check.
Wait, why did it say allied and... Oh,
You got this substitute for both of us.
yeah, by accident. I thought it was split left and right, not top bottom. So that's can my... Does the sand work on that? Any...
I mean,
whenever he makes a task check, okay.
So I succeeded the task check, thankfully.
No, it's over.
No. The task check to do it, and then I have to make a DR.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you can just Kindle automatically. You have to actually make sure you do it.
Right.
Let's see. So it's a half squad, so it's -1.
Grain is also... I need a 10.
Yes. And yeah, there's no easy. Okay, so I need an 11 or better.
Yes. I was hoping for the 212 combo.
Yes, yes. All right, so they do not.
Does that count as that counts as a spending movement factors? Yeah.
No.
No.
It counts
Okay.
as prep fire.
Oh, right.
It's treated as prep fire, which uses all that unit's fire capability, and killing unit is so identified by placement of a prep fire counter.
Yeah, they can't just shoot the grain, unfortunately. Unlike BattleTech.
Yeah, well, you know. Oh, conundrums. BB1 will fire at the medium machine gun in Z9.
Okay.
So that is going to be 3 flat.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 on 3 is normal object.
Of all the times. Breaks.
I think that's it for prep fire. Movement. This is an assault move.
Okay.
This is also an assault move.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it.
All right.
Defense fire.
I will try to retaliate with Z8 to BB1. The leader's directing but not adding his +1, so it's a 6 up 2. Or sorry, it's a 3 up 2 since it's halved for long range. So it's 8, so just missed. The group in DD9 will shoot at the same target. That'll be a +3 because the intervening orchards. 10 on 9, also a miss.
Why 10? Just out of curiosity.
Because it's a +3. So.
No, I'm sorry. I was flip flopping the numbers. Never mind.
I'm gonna see if X9 can actually 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. They're gonna try and shoot at AA4. Strange 5, 4. There's no intervening anything. So 3 or 4 on 3. 1 MC.
Extra roll in there. Oh, great! My leader bites it.
He breaks and takes a wound check. I don't think that's an auto kill. I should check it though. I always forget if it's an auto kill or not. Yeah, wounds any SMC. So roll severity and that's it.
1 or 2.
1 die. He's fine. So he gets a. Do I have a 1 counter? I don't have one of my drop down. There. So he's a 7 + 1 now, I think. I don't have any other shots. Advanced fire phase.
None. Route phase.
Well, the guys are safe to route. Definitely to Y5. I can't interdict because of the range and all the different hindrances. So, whatever the closest one should be Y5. Otherwise, it would be AA8, I think.
Yeah, he'd have to go back down here.
Yeah.
Do orchards count for that?
Orchards aren't considered rally terrain, no.
Like building the woods.
Yeah, it has to be Billings Woods.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
My guy in Z9 just goes to Z8. Oh, also, he has to drop the MMG.
Close combat. Over to you.
Turn 3. Dang. No weather change. Rally phase. I will try to rally my guy. It is not a commissar, so I have to apply the DM. That is a no.
And for me, also no.
And machine gun. That's been a very consistent 5. I hate it.
Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is.
Prep fire, no prep. Moving phase. Over in DD9, one squad will go across the hedge into CC10 for 2.
Okay.
Then 3 into CC1.
Okay.
4 into CC2.
Fire to there. So it's going to be 6 flat, I think.
6 down 1 for a non-assault mode.
Nothing.
Still leaves residual. 15 shots. Rest of the gang goes to DD10 for 2. Three into DD1.
Okay.
4 into DD2.
All right.
5 into EE3.
Off you go.
And 6 into EE4. The unit, the squad in X8 goes to Y9 for 1. Y10 for 2. Y1 for 3. And then Y2 for 4.
We'll fire at you.
Okay.
So 3 down 2.
Mm-hmm. 5. It's a
3.
NMC. Breaks.
Half gonna be 1 or 2.
It always goes down. Always runs down. The squad in W8 CXs goes into bypass V8 W9 for 1, 2, 4, 6.
Okay.
One squad in Z8 goes to Z9 for 1. They will spend 1 movement factor to pick up the gun, and then spends the last of his movement to get into Z10.
Okay.
I don't have that ability, do the leader and squad in Z8 go to AA9 for 1.
Okay.
2,
Mm-hmm.
3,
Mm-hmm.
5.
Okay.
I gotta do this. X9, 1 squad goes to Y10 for 1. Y1 for 2. Z1 for 3. AA2 for 4.
The half squad will fire on them.
Okay. So 2 down 2.
2 down. So 7 on 2 is nothing.
The leader in X9 goes to X10 for 2. Then continues to X1 for 4.
Okay.
Lastly, squad in X9 goes to Y10 for 1, Y1 for 2, Z1 for 3, and Z2 for 4.
Okay.
Defensive fire.
BB2 will fire at squad in the open.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 3 flat.
Mm-hmm.
This unit will also fire at the squad in the open. So 1 flat.
Mm-hmm.
5 on 1 contest check.
They are pinned.
And last, the squad in the foxhole will
Oh, is the guy in A2?
yes.
Oh, okay.
The guys in Z2 will fire at the guys in Z2, or excuse me, the guy in Z3 will fire at Z2.
Okay. So 3 flat.
6 on 3 contest check.
He's fine.
And I think that's it.
Right. Advanced fire phase. I can fire group. Thankfully. So we'll do that's alright. AA2, BB1, and CC2 will fire group into BB2. So it's 3 from AA2, or sorry, it's 1.5 from AA2, 3 from BB1, and 3 from CC2, so 7.5. So I think it'll just be 7. Leader directed, not adding modifier, so it's a +2. That's a miss. +2 either way. Z2 will shoot at Z3 for a 3-2. That's also a miss. The squad with the MMG will shoot at the foxhole guy as well. So that'll be 2 from the MMG and 1.5, so 3.5 up 2. That's also nothing. EE4 will attempt to shoot at BB2. It'll be a 3 up 3 shot. Yeah, also nothing. And that's it. Routes. I got 1 route. Y2 into X1. Excuse me. I don't think you have anything.
Nope.
Advance phase. Z2 into AA3, and then the squads in BB1 and CC2 will go into the building with BB2. So those. V1 goes into V2, and EE4 goes to EE5. And that's it. V2 is already fake, so I know that much.
Well, it's a little ambush, right?
I don't think you roll ambush if there's no fakes, but I'll check.
Because I think if I ambush, I could retreat away from you.
Oh yeah. 6, so no ambush, but could have been. Oh shit! Sorry, I shouldn't have. Like, the problem is I already know they're fake, but because you're concealed, so you get a -2. So something to keep in mind for future stuff.
Yeah, no worries. It's okay. What do you want to do next?
We might as well do AA3. Just go left to right. So ambush 2. So no ambush. Do I get anything for being Russian? No +1s. Cool. So I'm at a 3-1.
Oh, no.
4. 10, so that's nothing for me.
Similar nothing.
Oh, just got a heart attack from that one. And then BB2. 6. Right. So 2-1 for me.
I will attack one of yours, so I'm at 1-1.
Right. 7. Casualty reduction for me. Melee. And that's it.
No weather change. My leader.
Reinforcements. I mean, does your guys even come on anything other than the road, or? They have to come in on the road. All right, whatever.
Yeah. So they're right there.
Yeah.
So leader rally. It's still wounded, however. And my machine gun breaks.
Jesus. I have to take off that pin, and I've got my squad in X1 that will attempt to rally. Heat of battle will likely turn them berserk, so... Fun. Wait, does... Now I'm...
Units not stacked with a commissar are treated as Axis Minor for HOB purposes.
Or rallying. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was looking to make sure that heat of battle applied in this case. So,
Berserk.
They're treated as Russians in all respects. So, Axis Minor. So that's 6.
So it's a 9. Did you get +3 for Axis Minor?
Axis Minor +3. They were broken, so +4. So, Berserk. Hooray. Suicidal, genocidal maniacs.
That's it, yeah?
Yeah.
Fire. The Fox will fire at the guy in the open.
Okay. So 3 flat.
Nothing. So I'll move.
Okay.
Sorry, I looked at something up.
Yep, no worries.
Tackle CX.
Alright.
moving through the orchard. That's one.
Mm-hmm. Now, is that guy... Okay, you see X as well. Okay, go.
Yeah, I just think so. Alright. So 1, 2, 3.
So if when he gets to Y8, he's going to have to drop concealment
From
this guy. Since it's not an assault move. Okay. He gets the Y7.
Six.
Okay.
One.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Okay.
3, 4.
Okay.
5, 6.
Okay.
One, 2, 3, 4.
They will have to drop concealment from Z10. Sounds good.
That's a fire.
Berserk Man will shoot at your guy in the foxhole. I think that's 3 up 3. So that's a miss. AA2 will shoot at the same target for a 3 up 2. 8, I'm pretty sure it's a miss. I think it's 1 off. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, 7 is what you're trying to do.
The stack in E5 will shoot at AAA, so it'll be 6 up 3, I think. Because I think the brush intervenes. No? Okay. So 6 up 2. Well, at least it's your sniper. 4 on 6. 2 MC. Nice.
I am considered allied.
Winner, yeah.
So that's a +2. They're not elite. They're not broken.
They're elite.
Four, 4, 7 counters in their respective half squad are not elite.
Oh. Boo.
Yeah.
Dumb SSRs.
So just a +2, I believe. So Berserk.
Nice. God. Also a sniper. So we don't forget. Alright. Lastly, the machine gun and squad in Z10 will shoot at the foxhole guy as well. So that'll be a 7 up 2. The machine gun has rate of fire, so they will shoot once more, and that's a no. And that's it for defensive.
No advance fire. Routes. None on my side. Not on your side either.
Nope. No routes.
Advance. Close combat. Weak. I'm at 1 to 4. We're at 3 to 1. Just going left to right. Sorry. 83 first.
Alright.
Nothing from me.
Nothing.
And the next one, I will simply attack one of your squads because otherwise it gets ugly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at 1 to 4.
I'm at 6 to 1. Jesus. I get a casualty reduction, but nice. Just put it there. Oh, you know, I guess, yeah, it's probably not worth it. Because I was going to say, since you attacked first and you did roll infiltration, you, oh, that, hold on. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. That's... Alright. So, you rolled a 2. That means field promotion. So you gotta roll your field promotion. That's a leader creation. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's see. I am per odds column less than 1 to 1.
So
-2.
So -2. You weren't broken. You're not Russian, Italian, GMD, and you have no modifiers based on morale.
So just a straight -1 or -2. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. So 4. So you get a 7-0. Immediately that modifies the ratio because I'm now fighting. I'm fighting 6 to 2. So instead of a 6 to 1, that's a 3 to 1, which means your guy does not die. Because I only got a casualty reduce.
Yep. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I think they're both still on melee. Yep.
Yeah.
So over to you. Can I advance this to turn 4 because this is really bugging me?
Oh yeah, sorry. I think it's when you hit reset on one turn. I didn't even notice. There we go.
Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure why I think you're the second player, but okay, that's fine.
I think it's because it was reset. I think that's why. And it's just not marked as first or second or whatever. Weather's no change. Rally phase. I have one broken squad. They will attempt to rally.
Good lord.
All right. This is the game of Snake Eyes. That is a field promotion, as it is the first self-rally DR. They are broken, so they get a +1. They're Russian, or at least treated as Russian in all respects. It's also not a heated battle thing, so +2. And I don't think I have any other modifiers because the base morale is 7. 6, so I get a 6+1 out of it. Not sure I appreciate that, but I'll take it. Single mag count 6+1. And nothing else. Prep fire phase. Z10 is going to shoot at Mr. Foxhole once more as a 7+2. I think that might actually finally give me something. 8 on 7 and pin test check. And rate of fire. So pinned, I'll take it. Rate of fire, so I'll shoot again. So that's 5 on 4. 1 MC. And your sniper.
Is it? No, I'm sorry. Okay, my sniper.
Woo!
There we go.
And he's closest to 1, 2. So he's
That date.
all right. Sniper bait 6+1. Here we go. Leader squad. Jesus Christ. Leader is wounded. I believe it's a. It has to be a wound severity too. I don't think it's just a straight up. Yeah, I think it has to be a wound severity. Okay, so he's okay, quote unquote. He's also now a 5+2 leader. So if you ever thought there was bait for something, that's the guy. Sorry, just clean this. There we go. He also has 3 movement factors, which sucks. That's prep done. No, that's it. Movement phase. Berserks have to move first. The nearest to him is a mix between AA3 and Z3. So their target will be Z3. They go to X2 for 2. Y3 for 4.
I will fire at you there. So it's going to be 3 up, down 1.
3 down 1, yep. And then 6 to get into the foxhole.
Can I fire at you as you come in?
You have to. I think it counts as final protective fire.
Yeah.
And that's so it'd be triple. I think it's triple half twice, because it's subsequent. Let me see here.
Yeah, that would make sense because I'm pinned and it's subsequent. So yeah. So tripled would be 9, and then halved would be 4.5. Then halved again is 2.25. So
yeah.
2.
And it's I forget if I get the benefits of the foxhole right away. I guess technically I would have to move into the open ground location, so it'd be on a -2.
Can you? I mean, it's only a 1 squad capacity, so.
So
yeah.
The way that I understand it, for foxholes is that the size is per side, which is weird.
Yeah, that's a little funky, but okay.
I'm just trying to see if I can see the. I mean, take the shot anyways with the, because I have to be in open ground. I don't think I can enter directly into the foxhole. All right. Yeah, so after payment of getting into the hex itself.
Is that immediate CC, or are you going to get fire here?
I'll get to shoot in the advanced fire phase. Damn, this is bugging me. I feel like I know I've seen this before. I have to. I'll look it up once this is done. Well, after that. EE5 goes to DD4 for 1.5.
Okay.
CC4 for 3.
Okay.
BB4 for 4.5.
Okay.
And AA4 for 6.
Okay.
V2 loses CX. Goes to W3 for 1.
W6 will fire on them.
Okay. So 4 down 1. Because
non-assault movement in the open.
CX.
All right.
So 5 on 4. 1 MC, I think.
Yep.
Passes. Continues to X3 for 3.
Okay.
Then X4 for 4.
Y5 will fire at them.
Mm-hmm.
So 2
Down 1.
down 1.
Yeah, I think you're getting diced. This is crazy. AA2 will go to Z2 for 1.
Okay.
Y3 for 3.
Okay.
Then Y4 for 4.
Okay. Oh, sorry. No.
Yeah, I noticed. I was like, that doesn't look right.
Thought about it there.
The leader in X1 goes to X2 for 2. Then Y3 for 4. And Y4 for 5.
Okay.
This squad in Z8 will go to Y9 for 1, Y10 for 2, Y1 for 3, and then Y2 for 4. And my wounded leader will go to Z9 for 1, and Z10 for 3.
Okay.
And that's it. Defensive fire.
W6 will fire across the way at X4.
You can only shoot it adjacent.
Oh, right. Okay, well, Y5 will fire at the leader, so that's going to be a 1
Flat.
flat. AA8 will fire at the stack there.
Mm-hmm. It's 4 up 2.
It's only showing one hindrance there.
CX.
All right.
Actually, that's something I want to check. Now that I think about it. Does CX get removed if you go berserk? Oh, only if it breaks. Okay. But yeah, that was what, a 3?
Yeah, so 3 up 2 would be a 5 on 4.
1 MC?
1 MC.
Leader pins, and so does the second squad.
And your sniper.
No, that's yours. I put myself as allied.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, what happens when you have Russians versus Polish? Like, who's... Two.
Y8 will fire at X4.
Mm-hmm. So it's a 2 up 1.
Six on 2 is a contester.
Passes, but you're a sniper.
And that's it. Everybody else is in CC.
Right. Advanced fire phase. Y4 and X4 will team up and shoot at Y5. So it'll be 6 up 2. 9 on 6, nothing. And that's my only shot. Route phase. Think there's any routes? Nope. Advance phase. Oh, whatever. That guy should be fine. AA4 will have 1 squad. They can't go in the foxhole, so they'll just be on top of it. The squad in Y2 goes to Y3. Both these guys go into the building Y5. And that's it. Excuse me. Alright, CCs. I guess we'll just do left to right. So Y5 first. Out of 4. Nobody's concealed, no nothing. So, I don't think the leader has to use his modifier, so... Yeah, so... no ambush. I'm at a 7-2. So, 3-1.
And we will attack one of your squads.
Okay.
So I think we're at what? 1 to 2? Or 1 to 2?
If you... Yeah, you'd be at 1 to 2 if you attack a squad. You could do a squad and leader as well. That'd still be 1 to 2.
Yeah, let's go squad leader.
Alright, so that's a casualty reduction for you. I got a kill. Random selection, leader, squad. Both. So, leader dies, squad, half squads.
Wait a second.
Hmm?
Why do I have a kill? I just have a 4. That's a casualty reduction for a 1 to 2 attack.
Yeah, but on a... because you're attacking 2 guys, you have to do a random selection to see who's affected by the casualty reduction. And they tied. The only thing I would want or need to check is if it counts as mandatory leadership. MC, rally attempt, or ambush concealment. No. Okay, so you don't have to. But ambush, okay. That's
So, and then I have to check for my kill, right?
so your guys are dead, my guy's casualty reduced already. Since I didn't get a the exact number. So these guys will there. Z3, I don't think there's ambush chance for foxholes, so it's just a straight. I'm at a 2-to-1.
Well, the other guy isn't in melee, is he? He's not in the foxhole.
I don't think it matters for foxholes. It counts the hex. It's not a it's not considered a separate location for CC like pillbox would be. Yeah, so B2713, a unit in a foxhole is not in the same location as a unit outside the foxhole in the same level and in the same hexes for purposes of weapon recovery, TEM, or recombining. But it's considered in the same location for all other purposes, including CC or leader loss morale check or leader loss task check. I gotta remind myself to do more LLTCs. So anyways, I'm at a 2-to-1. You would be at a 1-to-2 regardless, on whichever squad you attack. Because of your pin.
Okay. Yeah, we'll attack the reserve squad.
2-to-1. Your guys' casualty reduced. And they're all stuck in melee. AA3. So I'm 3-to-1, 1-to-4. Alright. I need to know how many
Let's see. I think it's just still the straight -2.
Yes.
So 4, that's a 7-0.
And then lastly, BB2. It's a 3-to-2 for me.
And a 1-to-2 for me, I believe.
That's a miss.
Also miss.
And that's it. Let's go off.
Sorry. So 5, no other change. Blue 1-3. I have nothing to rally or repair.
Same.
W6 will fire at Y5.
Okay.
So it's going to be a 4-up-3.
Mm-hmm.
AA3 will fire at the unit next to it in AA4.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a 2 flat. 7 on 2 is nothing. And that's it.
So you have a choice between AA4 or Y5. since they're equidistant.
1.
Mm-hmm.
2.
That is 2, 3. Okay.
3.
5, 5 shoots. That'll be 8 down 2. They cower. So 6, 2 on 6, 1 KIA. Oops. Decrease.
Soft move.
Mm-hmm.
Soft move.
Okay.
Defensive fire.
AA4 to AA3. That's a 6 up 2, 8 on 6. Pentash check. Leader pins, right? The machine gun in Z10 shoots at the same target, so it's a 7 up 2. Leader directed, but he's not gonna use his thing. Alright. It's about time. Y3 to AA3 as a 3 up 2. That's a miss. Advanced fire phase. Oops.
None. Sorry.
Okay.
I have no routes.
Yeah.
Advances. Close combat. We'll start here.
Alright.
We will attack 1 unit, so I'm 1 to 3.
Sorry.
1 to 4. And I'm assuming you're both attacking me, so you're at 6 to 1.
Yeah. Actually, the rules don't actually allow me to two attacks on one individual unit, so I have to do 6 to 1.
Okay. Alright. So nothing from me.
And kill. And my guys aren't berserk anymore. Hooray. One time that'll never happen.
And the other one, let's see, I'm at 1 to 2. You are at 3 to 2.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing for me.
Nothing.
And over to you for the last half of the turn.
No weather change. I guess I'll attempt to repair my gun. Alright. Nothing else. The machine gun and squad, or sorry, the squad alone. No, you know what? He won't. The guys in Z3 will shoot at Z6, so it'll be a 6 flat. It's a miss. Y5 will shoot at the same group, so 4 flat. 7 on 4. PTC. Right. Shots move in phase. The squad in Z10 declares CX. Oops. Comment. Z1 for 1.
Okay.
Z2 for 2.
Yep, we'll fire on him.
Mm-hmm. 2 down 2.
Yeah, true.
So that will absolutely be a kill.
Well, they cower to a 1.
You got a leader.
All right. Yeah. And it's your sniper.
Yeah, no effect. So they're dead. It's Y3. Squad will normal move to Y4 for 1.
Okay.
Z4 for 2.
Okay.
Z5 for 3.
We will fire at you. So that's going to be a 4 down 3.
Mm-hmm.
On 4 is a normal round.
Pass.
Okay.
AA4 goes to BB4 for 1.5. BB5 for 3. BB6 for 4. Sorry, what?
Okay.
Oh. And then AA7 for 5.
The unit back here will fire at him. Why not?
Okay.
It's going to be 4 down 1.
Non-assault movement, but the orchards, so it's a 4 flat.
Non-assault, open ground. That's down 2, right?
The open ground doesn't count because of the orchards as hindrance.
Okay.
If no other shots, it'll be defensive fire phase.
Z6 will fire at the Commissar unit there.
Mhm.
That is going to be a 2-1.
Yeah. 502 TC, is it?
Normal round.
Normal. Oh. Both passed. Jeez. So, my question is, why didn't you shoot at them with them when they moved there into AA7? Like after the W5 got shot?
Because it would have been the same either way.
No, because you'd still... So, if you'd shot with...
I messed up the modifiers. So don't, it is what it is.
Sure, but I guess for future, because that would have been a -3 shot from that guy.
Yes, because I always forget the goddamn modifiers.
Oh.
So, yes. Alright, AA3 fires at the units next to it.
Okay.
So it's, let's see, 2 flat against the unit on top of the foxhole, and 2 down 2, or 2 up 2, excuse me, against the unit in the foxhole.
It's sorry, it's subsequent, so it's 1, but right. Yeah, 1 flat and then 1.
1 flat, that's nothing, so nothing.
I think that's it.
I concede because I cannot win.
I think
I cannot win.
If you survive the CC, you win.
No, we are locked in melee. That's not considered good order. Just look it up.
Yeah, but
a good order unit is a personal unit which is neither broken, berserk, captured, stunned, shocked, or held in melee. So, since I cannot kill you off.
Well, I guess if do you want to roll just for funsies?
I mean, sure. I'm assuming you're going to advance both of those units in.
Yeah. So if I would shoot, but so it would be 7-3 for me, and you'd have a 1 to 4 with a -1. So at worst, just roll a CC and see what you get. All right. Yeah. I'm trying to. I think as we were playing this, I think this would be nice as like an introductory scenario, but I think the 2 problems I have is just like, I think there should probably be something for the MMG, just because it counts for 1/3 of your firepower, and like the fact that you lost it on the second shot was just dumb. I also really don't.
Honestly, this was entirely my fault. I used the reinforcements wrong. So yeah, that's just the way it goes. It's all right, no worries.
Nah, but I guess I'm just like spitballing on the scenario in general. I think I would love to see this scenario, but instead with like the option to go in any of these roads. I think it's dumb that the reinforcements only come in through Y10.
Well, yes and no. I mean,
do you think it'd be that much of a game changer if they, like, at worst, I think if I was to look at the scenario and like rebalance it or whatever, I think I would just like have it so that if the Polish player comes in on the sides at all, I don't know, take off the 247 half squad. If it seems too.
I'm not sure that it makes that much more of a difference. I mean, CXing, you're gonna get to about the same place, just on the opposite. Like, you'll get to like in here somewhere, or like over here, I guess.
So my issue with W or Y10 as your only point of entry is kind of the same problem I have with my entry being 43Y1. It obviously has very little effect for me because you can't, as we checked last time, you can't actually see or shoot me as I get on board. But the problem is that by turn 3, like, if I have any line of sight to Y8 Z7, it kind of it really messes with the Polish player's ability to get units further up.
I mean, you start having to like leak off into the grain here and come up around the grain. I mean, I feel like the reinforcements are basically just there to try and jump into a hex or two, or push units away. So the problem I ran into was that you just had too many guys down here. I lost that machine gun, which would have hopefully attrited one unit or broken a unit.
Yeah.
I feel like once you break a unit, it's, I don't say it's out of the game, but it certainly makes life a little bit difficult. I got very lucky up here. I probably should have recruited these guys faster or set them up closer in here to make you come in. I should have tried burning these things right away, though honestly, since I only have 1 leader, it's like, gee, 1 leader and I got to dedicate a whole squad to trying to burn things. That's like a third of my firepower.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I kind of, the other thing I was thinking of, and I was kind of curious about, is was there a preference to having your Foxhole in Z3 versus Z4?
Yeah, I was thinking kind of cohesive terrain line, that's all.
I think if I was to play this as the Poles, I'd put it in Z4. Or maybe Y6. I think the one, just because it gives you that like extra bit of defense, so that like when you're running up the road or through the bush or whatever, you have 1 extra hex to go as the Russians before you get to quote unquote safe terrain. Obviously losing it would suck, because then recapturing it you're fighting at +2 or whatever. And Y6 I think is nice just because it like when talking about like continuous terrain, which is a fantastic idea, don't get me wrong. But I kind of wonder like if Y6 connecting it to YA7 might also be a really good idea.
Oh yeah, no, like I said, I kind of misused the reinforcements. What I probably should have done is put those guys down there with maybe one of the half squads or something like that in there, and just to kind of maintain a non-clear space, I guess would be the way to put it, so that even if that half squad got kicked out, I could run units into it and not necessarily be in the open ground of the road, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of did it. But yeah, mostly I just mishandled my reinforcements horribly. I think it would have been a little bit closer fight. I found a little bit better with those.
Yeah, like
my melee guys, they outperformed.
Oh my god! So. No kidding. Generates 2 leaders. Like, that was pretty nice.
I think the main problem here is the Poles just don't have a lot of firepower, and losing that MMG was...
Yeah, it's a third of your firepower in one go is nuts. I think there should be like a thing just to say like they don't lose it on the first go, or like the breakdown number is 12, just to give them a little bit more of a chance.
It's all right. I mean, I'm not, but yeah, it was kind of like, oh boy. And I'll be honest, I still am not sure how to use the concealment units here.
So I was thinking about that. I think, so realistically, there's 2 ways to use concealment, the dummy counters. I don't think the first one would really apply. First one being, and I only learned this from the Discord, you can use concealment counters, even if they're dummies, to prevent concealment gain. So it can be handy. Let's say we're both deploying like on map or whatever. Realistically, you would want your real guys to all be, behind and safe and whatever. But if you both set up on map, you don't automatically gain concealment. It's concealment as per concealment terrain and so on and so forth, and LOS and a couple other things. But if you had like a concealment dummy counter here, right? Even though W10 would be concealed to any real unit ever. That sort of thing can prevent it. The other thing too is on like maps with with any elevation, I should say, instead of more, you could use those to block, concealment gain, X number of hexes away from like a two-story building or whatever. I think the other thing that could be done would be like putting them in odd spots just to keep you guessing, but it's kind of easier said than done when you only have 4 squads, right? Like the MMGs.
If I do that, I mean, it's either really obvious they're pretty fake because I have to defend around that crossroads. So I just don't have enough guys to kind of like make it worthwhile to potentially throw one of them. I mean, I guess I could put one of the 127s, whatever they are, over there, 147s.
So but
junk my firepower,
One thing I was considering, and I don't know how effective it would be because I don't think I've ever done something like it, but I was actually very curious of, so imagine you've got your foxhole here, right? But Y4, AA4, those are still terrain that you can have a unit start concealed, and you won't lose it until you try to actually get in the hex. And I was curious if putting dummies in the foxhole and fake guys outside, or real guys outside, and that way, like, your enemy unit needs it, like, you're always going to be questioning a foxhole, especially so close to an objective. So if you rush it with berserkers, because you have berserkers or whatever, then you have the guys in open ground, but not the targets, right? And at the same time, like, your opponent just has to constantly expose themselves to get to quote-unquote better terrain, since the brush doesn't give you anything, the orchards don't give you anything, the grain doesn't give you anything. So the foxhole becomes a really desirable location. But like I said, I haven't actually put that to practice, so I don't know how effective it would be. But
you got there pretty much on what, turn 3?
Turn 4, and only because of berserkers.
The reason I say that is because yes, that's definitely a thought. But the question is, once you start revealing these units, they're kind of hung out a little bit. You really have to
which is
get rid of them.
Like, I think Y4 isn't a bad spot just because you can get back to Y5 in relative ease, right? Like, whether it's advanced or in the movement phase, or if they break, you can still route there. AA4 is way more of a stretch for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I would. This would be a scenario I'd definitely play with other people as a defensive thing, just to get a better aspect on a better grasp on the bulls.
Some interesting problems. I mean, you've got to how to handle your reinforcements because you have very limited turns to get them up there, and they're probably facing fairly significant opposition when they get there. Retreating in the face of the enemy, because really, I think what you want to do is kind of retreat down the buildings if you can. To kind of force you to dedicate troops to getting them out, and hopefully you're taking some out as you go. It's really hard to prevent being flanked. Like, I'm actually not sure how I would do it without the machine gun.
I think there's not, like, I had one squad go through here at CX, but I don't really know if, like, there's much to do about preventing flanking.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, is you're not going to be able to do it as the pulse, because you just don't have enough firepower. Like, the machine gun will help, particularly because if you've got the machine gun, that can kind of cover this whole sector, theoretically, while the guys up here in kind of the main village can hopefully focus that way with some assistance. But yeah, there's really no way to prevent a German from going this way without actually, or excuse me, a Russian, without actually sticking somebody over here.
I kind of wonder if having the machine gun in BB2 might be a better location.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. Like, you've got some visibility up here, you've got visibility down here, so anybody that's trying to charge in. The problem comes in that you can flank them as well from that side. It's hard for them to.
Yeah, but I guess from the attacking perspective, like, if it's a half squad with it, it's still 4 firepower. And if you fire lane, I mean, you need to find a good hex to fire lane and all that. You can still cover a decent amount of ground. But yeah.
Well, I mean, I also feel like if I've got the medium machine gun over here, and that becomes obvious within like 2 or 3 turns, you can focus down this side. Because really all you care about is this, whatever's around here. And the medium machine gun is less able to help from here when it's up here.
Yeah, but I mean, once you get past there, then it's obviously a non-issue. But I think it's interesting because looking at the at Roar, which is the record of archived replays. I forget what the acronym stands for. It's a heavy favor for Polish.
Well, that just says that I don't know, that I'm very bad at setting up defenses. So
I think it comes down to the MMG really. If there's,
I think it depends on how much force you can push down in there. Like, you had the ability to lock me in. Like, I screwed up that guy. I should not have advanced him into there. I should have advanced him into here, or I should have moved him up into here and then advanced him here. So you had to split between 2 hexes theoretically.
yeah. What's your stats for your dice rolls? Because you also rolled. You rolled really high this game. 760. Yeah.
I was really high, but everything else was below average. Task checks were 4 and change. Morale checks were 5 and change. Rally rolls were a 6.
Yeah, but I think it is the IFT that got you, because there were like, I was getting adjacent to you and you'd roll. That'd be the one time you roll an 11 or a 10 or 12 or whatever. I think that's what. If there's a decider, I think that would probably be it on top of the MMG.
Yeah, I mean, it's the let's see, the close combat is what really was pulling me down. Like, my average first die was a 4, my average second die was a 2. So,
yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it happens. You know, it's a close one. I think, like I said, it really is gonna boil down to
conservation.
The last move of the poles on the 4th turn, and then whatever you manage to get in around there on that very last movement phase.
All right. So that's that. Tomorrow will be victory for early Polish armor. You get the you said you were going to be the attacker for that one, yeah, with the tanks.
I think so. Or no? Did you say you were going to be attacker on both? Hold on one second.
I did say I'll attack on both. Okay, so
Yeah, that's cool.
I'll get you the save. I'll try to get you like midday somewhere in there. Give you some time.
We got nothing going on, so.
Actually, you're right. You're sitting up first, so I guess if you should create it if you want.
Yeah, I'll make it up. No worries. In fact, I'll probably do that right now and then get it back to you.
Okay, cool. So I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yep. Talk to you tomorrow night.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
I have to say, I think this one is one I would certainly. This is like the reverse of Punitive Expedition, the last one, except with less forces, especially for the Polish, which doesn't help. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much more to say really. Still think that the Polish guys should be allowed to come in on either road, but in any case, that will be a discussion for another time. For now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow, where we take on Fnatic Enterprises' first scenario from Fnatic Pack 1, victory for early Polish armor. So, back with the Russians versus Polish. I'll be attacking as the Polish. There's some tanks in there, should be interesting. And an armored leader, which is not something you see too often. So, I hope to see you then.